Hi, this is Pat from Rain Country, and I am going to start our chicken coop pour for the floor for the chicken coop Taj Mahal. And I thought about making a gravel floor, I thought about making a wooden floor, but all those things I thought, well, how do I get a place for rats to hang out? And so I decided to go ahead and hand pour this. It's the most economical way that I know to take care of the situation. For messes to be able to clean up, we want to make this chicken coop as user-friendly as possible and still have some deep bed composting going on. So here we go. I'm going to kind of show you what I got going on here. So I have a couple of 4x4s resting inside of the area that I'm going to pour. Going to go a little overkill. I'm going to be mixing that approximately 6 inches thick. And the reason I'm going so thick is that, I don't know, one of these days this might not be a chicken coop. It might be a storage shed. So I want to make it as versatile as possible, but also make it as easy to clean up as possible. So I'm going to have 3 separate pours. I'm going to pour each one of those sections is going to be 2 feet, 3 3/4 inches. I separated each one of these into thirds, exactly into thirds, and that'll make it easier for us to make these pours, and then have relief joints in the center in order to you apply for expansion and contraction. Yes, I'd rather have a solid pour in here, but when I get done, hopefully all you're going to see is just 2 seams in the middle of this. If I pour this section first and then pour this other outside section, I get this all poured. Then the center section, I'll be able to screed in between the 2 last pours. So when I get this done poured here, this poured here, then the centerpiece, then I'll be able to take my screeding edge and screed this off, and then I'll be able to kneel on this newly poured section here, and be able to work that center piece easy enough. When I go to pour this section here, I can stand or work out of the center section. So I work in here and screed this off, and then I'm going to have to level it to the edge of that little stem wall there. So when I get done, this will all be concrete in here. You'll have a seam on each side, because I'll pull these 4x4s when I get done. I'll pull these. I'll have rebar back in here as I'll kind of step you through it and show you what I do. And yeah, it should be a pretty nice little facility. Right now I'm kind of in the middle of brainstorming yet, but on the back wall here I wanna put the brood boxes, and then the actual part where the chickens are going to be laying and roosting during the night is going to be elevated somewhat, and then down below it'll be opened up for them. We'll put straw and grass clippings and all kinds of other things in there for them to scratch around and mulch up for us to put in our garden. So still a work in progress, engineering on the fly, and I think this is probably my best venture. I got a bid yesterday, and as far out as from civilization as we are, they would charge me like, I think it was like $650 to haul, and a minimum charge would be for 5 yards. So, and that's, I don't want to buy 5 yards right now, so I'm going to be able to do this job probably for under $300 just for the pour on the floor here. Anyway, that's just our latest update. What I'll do is I'll get started and put some rebar in back here, or support for the back bracing on this, so when I go to pour this, these don't blow out, so that'll all be firm. I'll go ahead and clean all this up here along that edge there, basically where the makeshift footing is. I'm going to pour an inch above that, and it'll be right on the edge, so I don't think it's going to split or crack on me. So I'm going to get started. Got my little spreader bars in there to keep the forms from blowing out. And when I make these pours, I'll pour everything over in this area first, and then over in here. I'll let those set up, I'll remove the forms, and then I'll pour the centerpiece. But everything is leveled up on those forms at the very end. That 1x4 that runs this way, that's level. And these forms here that run north and south here, they're all level. And so if I screed everything off in accordance to, what I'll do is, and I'll show you this, and when Mama gets back with the concrete, I'll take my board here and I'll scrape this away. So I got all wet concrete in here, so I have these two boards to level on here, and I'll keep pressure on these two boards and scrape going this way, and that's what I'll get poured here. And then I'll do the same thing and I'll scrape that way. Everything in here will be wet, and then keep in contact with these because these are level, and so then I can just go ahead and I don't have to have a reference or a board over there on that side to ride this on top of. This will just ride in there and screed all that out. When I get done scraping it, I'll let it set for a while, then I'll go through with a trowel and trowel it out. And I'll put a finishing edge on here. A finishing edge. I'll bullnose this a little bit, and that'll look really nice. And then I'll pull these forms out when these two are set, and then I'll pour the center, and I'll go ahead and bullnose the inside of that, the fresh pour that goes on the inside of this. And then my screeding board will be able to rest on this finished piece of concrete, and then the finished board will, or the screeding board will be able to rest on top of that finished piece, and so then everything will be level across, going clear out to the entrance there. So what have I gotten myself into? Well, that's
only 1/3 of it.
That's enough concrete for 1/3 pour, huh? Mama brought me home some work. So I gotta get this close to the tailgate. I don't want to put it all on the tailgate at once, it's too much weight. But get it close enough to where I can start unloading it and mixing it and pouring it.
I just got back from picking up some chicks, and Patrick's got this section all done. Looks really good. I just gotta cure up, and then he's gonna try to get that section done today as well. So I made 3 trips to the nursery and got lots of concrete. So we'll probably still be 5 bags shy of doing the center, but we won't be able to do that till next weekend anyway. So let's go take a look at those chicks. Okay, there they are all huddled together, so I'm gonna have to take them in the house, get another box ready, set up for them, a bigger one, and I got a light for them.
So Mama, you're down there picking up chicks?
Picking up chicks.
Oh, how cute.
Thought that was your job to pick up chicks.
Well, I was gonna go down there and pick up chicks, but I thought I'd get in trouble and get the pan on the head.
Yeah, you might. So little guys. Hey, little guys. Hey, you're so cute. Alright, I better go get another box ready for you. Alright friends, so it's the next day. We got the chicks all settled into a nice big roomy box for them, and lots of wood shavings from Mr. Rain's shop. I did layer another piece of cardboard and a bunch of newspaper under the wood shavings so that it would be easier to clean up. And we put together a little feeder and a little water on our own, and you will see a video on that separately, so be watching for that. And also be watching for much more videos to come on the chicken coop progress and what we do with our chickens. And thanks for being supportive and encouraging, and it's just so exciting to finally get on to this next step after years of planning and thinking and replanning and rethinking on how we're going to do the chickens and make it work here. For a lot of people it might be easier than that, but we don't want to take anything lightly. So it's been very, just very one step at a time, and now we're here. We've got the chicks, and I'm so looking forward to being able to have my own eggs and my own chicken manure for the garden. And I just love how they sleep when they do that. It just cracks me up. They just flop face down. I had to keep checking on them when I'd see them like that. I'm like, they didn't die, did they? I'm sure I'm not the only one that did that when the first time they got baby chicks. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Take care, and God bless.